Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. We made it through Monday again. Cool. So guys, today we have a body bag. Not a very nice name, I don't think, but it's fine. We'll get through it. Body bag 21, 18, 15, 12, 9. Dumbbell strict press, dumbbell cleans, and then burpees. These are going to be single arm if you don't have two. If you have two on the lighter side, that would be better today. Seeing how it's a high rep and it's strict press. So we're going to get not that little dip, right? We're going to go strict press. We're going to get through each movement before we go on to the next round. Looking at somewhere 12 to 20 minutes. I have full faith. Y'all can do this. The goal, the name of the game today is to just stay consistent as usual, trying to pick a pace that we can get through and not spend a lot of time resting, especially on those burpees, finding that rhythm, finding that flow, whether you step out or walk it out, walk it up, walk it out, jump it up, jump it out, walk it up, however that flows for you. We just want to make sure we can find a pace and a technique that can keep us going to get those knocked out pretty steadily. Okay. For our warm-up, we are going to work for 5 minutes for quality. We're going to work through 4 different movements. We're going to start off with inchworm, air squats with a 3-second pause in the hole, staying active in that pause, and then down dog to up dog. So missing the push-up today. We're just going to get that flow. It's flow. That's the name of the game today. Flow. And then frog hops, the bottom half of that burpee, getting ready to go for that. So nice and steady. We are going to set the clock for 5 minutes and just, oops, me and the clock are not friends. Alrighty, and Kelsey's going to demo through that, going in 10. Oh, yeah. So we're going to walk the palms out, go into that plank, and then walk the feet to the hands. We're going to get 5 of those. Not rushing through any of these movements this morning. Good. And then we're going to go 5 air squats with that little pause in the hole. Nice and active, keeping the chest tall. Knees out over the toes. Nice job. And then we're going to go down dog and swoosh down into up dog. Oh, get that nice stretch in the abs. Quads are on the floor. Get that little side to side wiggle. We want those shoulder blades moving for our overhead position. Nice. Very good, very good. That 5th one, you're going to stay on the bottom and just pop up into that frog hop. Bring those feet outside the hands. Drop it back down. Still keeping that core tight on these frog hops, guys. You want to be nice and tight, kind of springy. Pop the quads and the toes up off the floor. Nice. 2 minutes in. And want to walk those feet as close as you can to the hands, keeping the legs as straight as possible, opening up that posterior chain, aka the backside. Else. Slow and steady air squats. Weight is in the whole foot, focusing on the heels. Back is nice and tall, chest is high, we're not falling down. That was good. I was watching your feet. I can't remember. We can't count already. That's cool. All right. Down dog to up dog. Get 5 of those. Really focusing on the breath there too. All right, the heels up and down. Again, getting that backside stretched out. Opening up the front side. Nice. Remembering to push those palms through the floor so the shoulders aren't scrunching up into the ears. We want to get a nice, good stretch through there. Open the chest to the ceiling or sky. We've got just over 1 more minute of work. Back into those frog hops. Getting a little more dynamic, ready for those burpees. Nice, gals. Gonna get about halfway through this next round. Inchworms. Or maybe just get through the inchworms. Because we've got 30 seconds left. And there we go. Coming up right at that 5 minutes. All right, guys. So for our mobility, we're going to go into a pike stretch and then a butterfly stretch. So we're going to spend 1 minute in each position. Our pike stretch, feet are going to be extended out. You want to keep that spine nice and long, so we don't want to be rounded and hunched over. We're just going to lean forward. If you can touch your toes, grab your toes. If you cannot, just grab your shins or behind your knees or wherever you need to get a little bit of leverage. Just try not to let those hips roll back. We want to lean forward at the hip. Breathe into that. If you can, sink a little bit lower. If you can't, that's okay. Just hang out. Again, stretching shouldn't hurt, shouldn't burn, shouldn't tingle. You should feel a comfortable stretch, so stay in that space. We got about 20 more seconds here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go into that butterfly stretch. So bottoms of the feet together, let the knees fall out. Again, just leaning forward at the hip, not reaching and rounding. That's really not doing a whole lot of good. We want to lean forward at the hip. Pretend you're balancing a plate on your head. A bun. Balancing the bun. Don't let the bun fall.
Kind of looks like Donald Trump.
Oh my gosh, 20 seconds left.
Like fake.
It's okay, you're not orange. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and come on out of that. Let's focus on our movement prep. So we're gonna, if you have a lighter dumbbell or something to use to get warmed up, that's cool. If you are just have one thing, and that's your working weight, that's cool too. What we want to focus on here, guys, is establishing your foot position. So we want a solid place to press from. So if you're way out too wide, that's not a really good, strong position. And if you're too narrow, that's not very strong either. We don't want to fall over. Okay, so we're going to have those feet right underneath the hips. Strong, solid position. Core is going to be tight. We're going to take that dumbbell in that front rack position. We're going to bring that elbow in front so it's not out wide. And we're going to get 5 strict press. Going to lock out that bicep next to the ear, not the ear to the bicep, right? We don't want to lean into it. We just want to press up, making sure we're pressing through that shoulder blade, through the back and not the front of the shoulder. And then we're going to get 5 on the other side. You see Kelsey finishes in that nice locked out position with the ear slightly in front, getting that head through, setting that shoulder girdle up for a strong, solid position. Okie dokie. So we're going to go into our cleans. We want to remember to drop the hips just a bit. So we don't want to go into that stripper pose where we're just not bending the legs or we're not letting the back round. So we want to think about shooting those hips back, down. We're going to get 3 deadlifts on each side. And then we're going to get 3 jump and shrugs. So we're going to get the dip, jump, get that shoulder up to the ear. I always say elbow, and that's not an elbow. Good. And then we're going to go right into those high pulls. So from the knee, full extension, get that big shrug, shoulder, elbow high and outside. And then we're going to get 3 cleans from the floor to that front rack position, remembering to bring those hips back, okay? Again, that dumbbell should touch the ground right next to your shoelaces or toes, midfoot area. So we're going to go through that. Other side, 3 deadlifts. 3 jump and shrugs, so get that full extension, knees, hips, and shoulder to the ears. Then adding that high pull. Nice. And then 3 cleans from the floor to the front rack. Again, letting just one head of the dumbbell touch the ground and shoot those hips back. That's our cleans, guys. All right, then we're going to go into 4 slow burpees. So this can be a step out and hop up, or it can be a hop out, step up, or it could be a step out, step up. That's 3, get 1 more. And then 4 regular burpees. For now, right? When we're in the workout, we just want to pick one that we can keep on moving and not spend a lot of time resting. So, and if that means switching it up throughout, that's totally fine too. We just want to find a pace that we don't have to rest in between reps. That's what we got today, guys. Woo! All right, so a little recap. 21 of dumbbell strict press, dumbbell cleans, and then burpees. Then 18 strict press, cleans, burpees. 15 strict press, cleans, burpees. 12 strict press, cleans, burpees. Finishing off with 9. The way to get through this, guys, is switch after every 3 reps. So that will keep your reps per arm the same and give you a nice little break where you can stay super steady and not spend a lot of time resting, because you know you're only getting it 3 at a time and then you get a rest on that arm, right? So we are going to get you through 21 of each one, and then you are going to finish the rest off on your own. Killing it. All right, so I'm gonna
I'll do the hardest one with you.
Yes. Kelsey is always willing
Okay,
to
I'm
take
doing
one.
it with a 10-pounder. So if you guys think that I'm sandbagging it, I'm not. Strict presses are hard.
Yes. So that's going to be the challenge of the day, right? Keeping it strict and not trying to cheat and get that little dip. We want to just stay nice and tight and drive out through that core, get that solid lockout. Again, 3 reps at a time. I'm going to set the clock for maybe 20 minutes. All righty. This is going to be the hardest one, guys. After this, it gets easier. All right, going in 10.
Let's go.
Let's go. Get that strict business going on. 3, 2, 1, and go. Get that full extension through the scap, guys. Elbows locked out. Almost there. 19, 20, and 21. We're going to go into cleans. Good job. Hips back, receive with that booty back, not hips forward. Good job. You notice she's not going way super fast, just a nice steady pace, especially on these burpees. Nice and steady, not super lightning fast, just a pace that is maintainable throughout those 5 rounds, guys. Almost there. Woo! And it just gets easier after that. Nice steady pace, guys. Next round's 18, then 15, then 12, then 9. Have fun.
Have fun, guys. Woo!
Good one. Oh, wait. Wrong thing. I'm gonna hang up.